Hmm. Hey, Brian. Hey, Steph. How's everybody doing? How is your Friday? My Friday has been like crazy town. My whole week's been nuts. Actually, the last 10 days. Let's just be super real. The last 10 days feels like an entire year has passed in 10 days for me. Hey, Erin. Hey, Jolie. Hey, hello, hello. Pixie. So happy to see all my friends. I did get a new lipstick this week. I made the wrong order. Okay, y'all, I made the wrong order. Oh my God. Sir, you must stay on. I don't care if you lurk. You must be here. I'll even, I want to show all the things that you sent me. So Craig and I did a bag swap, right? So he got a bunch of my bags. I got a bunch of his bags. It it did snow in Texas. It did not snow where I live, nor did it get icy because we did not get cold enough to do that. Thank you, Jesus, because no bueno. It did snow up in Dallas. So this is the lipstick I bought, and you're gonna see me doing yay, good. You're gonna see me doing a lipstick haul 2 weeks from now or something with this lipstick. And I'm gonna say how this is my most favorite lipstick ever on the planet. I lie. Because once I wore it, I love it when I first put it on. It's gorgeous. It feels great. And within an hour, it fades. I'm like, Dior, we are friends, but we should be better friends than this. So let me show you. I'll just put it on. This color is stunning. If you reapply it, it's fine. Hey, Grace. Cleveland has 3 more inches of rain. Or snow. 3 more inches tonight. Snow. Craig, it's still raining. It's still snowing where Craig is. It rained all day yesterday, but it didn't freeze. I love the color. This is beautiful. But watch as the live goes on, and I'm gonna be drinking from a Diet Coke, but that's like a normal life thing. Pixie Side Grace, yay! I have a huge box of stuff from Craig to show y'all. My favorite thing. Hello! I have a Stitch. He's so cute. I love him so much. And he has a Santa hat, and he also has a charming hook thing, so I can put him on a bag. And he gave me 2 other Stitches. One was a blind box pineapple, so cute, and it is so it's in a pineapple. It's a blind box, and it's a little Stitch in a yoga pose. I would show you, but I put it in James's room in my little toy display thing, so it's away. And then I got another little keychain that's behind me from Craig. I had the best time. He gave me some blind boxes. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Miss Jelly. So yeah, well, first, before we start doing all the fun stuff, let's talk about all the sad stuff, because life. Sweet Jesus Mother, what in the heck is happening in the world? It is snowing, Armageddon out there, and then California's burning down. Like, hey Marilla, I've been asking all my friends, like, are you okay? Are you okay? We do. So the friends and family I have in the area, they're okay, but they know people who have lost their everything. And I think the hardest part about this is I was talking to my boss, and we're talking about the devastation and destruction, right? And the amount of damage to the infrastructure. I mean, yes, all the homes are gone. We get that. We see that the businesses are gone, livelihoods are gone. It is rough. It is not cool. Hey, Miss Jelly. Hey, Keith. It is hard things. The infrastructure, y'all. All those streets, all those roads, they have to be lifted from the base and redone. All of the utility lines, all of the sub utility lines, all of the piping, that type of intense heat, you can't just, okay, the houses are gone, let's just build up here. No, everything underneath those houses have to be redone. The amount of infrastructure, the cost to the city, because that's city, right? It's not county, it's city, not state. Those are going to be city streets, not federal streets. there's not enough tax base to cover that type of disaster just on the infrastructure. So I was looking at this like gobsmacked. Seriously. Hey, Ravi, are you okay, girl? I know you're in the California area. Hey, Keith. Today was kind of a rough day, y'all. We started work 2 hours later than we were supposed to because our boss told us we could. We went and worked over. I did a live with Jolie yesterday, so a lot of this is kind of like a repeat, but not really because I was dead exhausted yesterday. Like, fake it till you make it, girl. I talk a lot more actually when I'm that tired because I was that tired. And we did field work. So we did a on Wednesday, we did a 16-hour work day. So I started my so Tuesday we drove over up to Texarkana. We did our work day doing field work in 34-degree weather. And then we ended up driving home from Texarkana to Austin. Y'all, that is a long drive. We had to drive Dallas. Um, so relaxational. Yeah, if you guys haven't heard of if you guys have missed Jolie's lives, she has some really funny OR stories at the end of her lives. Just go hang out. Um, so and hey, PM philosophy. So yeah, so it's been kind of a hey, calling family members and friends and texting like, hey, how are you doing? Are you okay? So far as we know, Super Dacob and his he himself is fine. Now, I'm sure he has friends, family, and relations. I mean, not if even if you didn't get evacuated and you didn't um lose your property, the after effects of this is huge. The air quality, the environment you're in. I heard that there is some kind of looting. I didn't see it. I didn't want to look. It's already hard enough to deal with humanity then and then to have to deal with tragedy, um, people losing their livelihoods, their businesses, even if every dang thing in that place was insured, you lost all your memories, all of your baby photos, I mean, everything. It's gone. I can't. My heart goes out to these people, and it's just devastating. It's hard it's really hard to articulate how much of a loss that is. Now, I've had stuff stolen from my house, stolen from me. My mother's had stuff stolen from her, but I've never had to live through a fire like that or a flooding event where you lost everything. So it's just really, it's like this last 10 days sucked. You know, I thought 2024 was bad. 2025, okay, 2024, I lost two dogs and my mother in law was very ill. 2025, my mother in law died. You know, I've had a fight with my insurance company. I've had to deal with other stuff in my personal life, like ridiculous amount. James and I are fine. It's not that. It's just that all this other crap. It's like basically, oh, and we got today's bad news of the day. James didn't get the job he applied for. Now, he didn't lose the job he applied for. They scrubbed the job. So basically, between listing and now, which has only been like a month, they had to reassess their needs for that position and they had to pivot. They had to pivot, and that position had to go to another need that was more vital. It doesn't mean the need for that position left, it just means it's delayed. And the way the state works to get new employees, it is literally a legislation action. Yeah. So it's not as simple as, oh, just hire somebody. No, no, no. It's very difficult to do. So anyway, it's been one of those, well, what's gonna happen now? James and I just look at each other. Yeah, Miss Jelly, I had to stop watching videos. I had to watch, and here we are. We're fighting about the working. We're talking about the Murakami drop. We have snow begetting. People don't have food, water, our transportation, and then we have California that's burning down. And you could say what you want about multimillionaires losing their home. There's a whole lot more to it than that. It's still their home, you know. 2024 Hurricane Milton and Helen. 4 months later, these fires, American. Oh man, we can't catch a break. I feel like it's like, hello, open season. It's like y'all. And then I didn't even know about the stupid thing about renaming the Gulf of Mexico. My boss told me today. I'm like, what? What? I know we're not supposed to talk politics. I get it. I know. But y'all, the news today. I'm like, Well, that just sets a precedent. Moving on, moving on. That's all I'm gonna say. Hello, Latina. So I'm trying to stay as positive as I can be. Which is not that positive, y'all. When we talk about mental health and our issues and stuff, this is the reality of it. Sometimes you have bad days, sometimes you have bad months. This isn't even a good day. This is bad months. This is months. Um, Craig says money doesn't change home is home. Where you go get peace and recharge family time, money doesn't change a thing. Yes. So I think, some people, oh, those poor people in Pasadena, oh, those poor people in Santa Monica. That doesn't, I mean, y'all, it's so much more than that. You know, I really do hope. Um, Jolie says Elon's making enemies of our allies. PM says I felt the same way about that renaming, right? It really pissed me off. Dawn, hey Dawn. Yeah, so I'm trying to be positive. I can't really gel with the what I got for Christmas videos. I'm trying to stay away from Murakami videos because I have FOMO in a bad, bad way. I want LV stuff. I have LV stuff. Why do I want more LV stuff? It's just marketing working really well on me. And then, I'm just right now, as much stress as we're going and dealing with James's loss of his mother and all the stuff that's happening. I'm just really grateful that one, I get to vent to you guys. Thank you for listening. And I have a really good friend who was able to, a couple good friends are really to take our puppy because when we went to do field work, it was an overnight trip. So Mr. Pugsley and Miss Wednesday had to go stay with Auntie Caitlin. And oh my God, Mr. Pugsley and Miss Wednesday were not good house guests, okay? They're puggles. Puggles have issues. And yeah, and I said, Auntie Caitlin, are they invited back? So she said, we need to work on different sleeping arrangements. So apparently the pitch and tone of Mr. Pugsley's snoring, which is real, doesn't let her sleep. And hey, Winnie. My cousin's house burned down, and she is far from which just an average person. Most of those homes that burned down were between $5 and $6 million. That's because it's California. That's not because they were just normal homes. And the most heartbreaking thing ever, was people. One of the people who did pass away was at his home trying to stop the fire. Because it is in my life, it is in most people's life, that is your biggest asset. That is your biggest sunk cost. That is your biggest everything is in your property, in your home, as our castle. This is where we live. This is the biggest expenditure we have in our life, is our property. And California is no different. In California, and yes, they'll rebuild, and yes, but you know what? If I was the ones I don't think I could stay because everything that made that place home, other than the view, changed today. The last couple days. Neither normal neighbors, other normal neighborhoods burned. Yes, I heard about that. Jack, he was holding the hose. Yeah, yeah, the shoebox here, and yes, exactly. PM. It's like, yeah, houses there are. It's just my great aunt and uncle lived in what's the name of that place? That really expensive place in California that the Kardashians used to live in, um, Calabasas. And they bought the house many when they bought their house was $17,000. When they passed, their house was worth over $500,000, and that's for a small house, guys. Um, yeah, the worst part was he was 6 months old, child, and two elderly cats that had to be rehomed and yeah. I've been with her for 16 years. That's terrible stuff. Yeah, there's so many sad stories. So many sad stories. And the only thing we can really do, honestly, is sit there and listen to them and go with their pain because it is grief, And as much as it's hard to listen to, I try to because that is, oh my gosh. Saya just sent me a photo, y'all. Changing, we are pivoting and moving away from sadness and we're moving over to joy because oh my God, I have to have this. Saya, this is one of my favorite Coach logo prints. See how they've made the CCs in the pattern they're in. I love this pattern, and it's coming. Did they move the Rowan over to this is the Rowan? Is this outlet or is this Saya? Is this outlet or is this regular? New Year's with new dreams. This was posted by Chica. No, Chick and Active reposted. Nisha's Coach Airways. Somebody posted. See this. Judging by the emblem, I think this might be the Rowan and the large Rowan in denim. This is what this looks like to me. Saya outlet. Yes, I am down. I am buying this. I don't care how much it is. I'm hoping $200 and no more. But this has to come into my life. This is this is something amazing. Thank you, Saya, for having me spend more money I don't have. But oh my god, I love that. Oh my goodness, I want the Rowan in denim. Yes, I have to have that. Jackie knows, is Miss Jelly. Um, but go to Instagram for a second. Hey, Linda P. So let me open. Oh, so Dawn says it's retail. It can't be retail. That's the Rowan and the large Rowan. Where that they used to have the ruby, but what the heck are they calling that now? They discontinued the ruby, so that they're saying no, y'all. They cannot move my Rowan over to the retail, and if that's not called the Rowan, what the hell? Those let me look at those handles again. The handles, those are regular Rowan handles, y'all. Those are not ruby or rogue handles. Bowery, whatever. Ooh, because if that's retail, that's a $400 bag. 450. That'd be 450 for man. 250 maybe for the small one, 450 for the large one. You know what? I'm not paying that. I love it. But for $400, I can buy a pre-loved LV and Epi. Damn it! I hate you, Coach. This is my love hate. This is my love hate with Coach right here, right here. It looks like a freaking Rowan. That is not a ruby. That is not an ace satchel. Yes, they've done that shape before, but that is down. That is like a copy of the Rowan. Hey, Christiana. Hey, Dee Dee. Yeah. So let me open a box before I hyperventilate, which happens to be Coach. I have a Coach unboxing, y'all. It's a Coach unboxing, and it is a retail item, pre-loved. Um, so this is no, that's not the clue. This one. Um, using a new account. Yay! So this is from my friend, a reseller in California. Not California, I'm sorry, from Florida. I tend to have a lot of people I know who like to sell things in either Florida or California. So, okay, bye, Rabby. So anyway, let me open this because I wanted this a long time ago. This is the colorway that started my Coach obsession about 2 years ago. This came out about 2 years ago, and when this came out, I bought everything. Now, out of this collection, only one item I ever purchased in this colorway have I ever sold, and I sold that to Astrid, who is a subscriber of the channel. She bought it for me. I had it for a long time. It was really hard to sell that bag, especially for $100. But I did. And I sold it because the I love Hey Coach on your path. Thank you, Christiana. I sold that bag because it was a city tote, and I like the city tote, but the straps just weren't working for me on that one. Now I have a different version that's not the city tote. I've had many, many, many versions of totes, from Coach, but the city tote just does not work for me. I don't care how many times I try it. So I sold that bag trying to downsize. Excuse me, trying to downsize, and it helps because totes take up a lot of space. So let me show you what I bought. Now, this is something that is so frivolous and fluffy and so like ridiculous, but I love it. I love it. So this is in the colorway called Aqua Pewter. And the reason why it was called Aqua Pewter. This one might not be it. It normally had a dark not the brass. This one has brass, so I don't know, but I love this this collection, and I had this bag, this same Coach leatherware, same tag, same everything, with the leather bag that I sold to Astrid. And because I used it once or twice. I bought it brand new, and it just didn't work out for me, and I sacrificed and sold it. So let me show you. So I really love this seller. So when she put this up there and she had it for the price that I couldn't believe it. I'm like, I want it. Yeah, it has the leather interior, you know, and then it doesn't have any. Oh, it does have tags in here. Um, yeah, this is a beautiful bag. I love this collection. Let's see if it has the name of it. Yeah, so it's called the Kira Circle bag. And yeah, Aqua Multi. So the Aqua Multi, this collection, I bought everything I could in it. And this is what started. This was the colorway before the Faded Blue came out. And then when Faded Blue came out, I bought everything in that collection. And what I really, really wanted in this colorway, this pewter or this aqua color, was a bag that they only released in Asia. Hence my love-hate relationship with Coach. So even though it's an American brand, I couldn't get it. I actually had to buy another bag in this colorway from a European retailer so I could get it because it didn't come to America. So there's another one in this collection. I just someday I'll get it. I love it. I love it. This makes me so happy. And no, I can't afford it. No, I shouldn't have bought it. No, I didn't tell my husband. It's okay. He knows. He just has to look at the receipt on the credit card statements, or actually the debit account. He'll see the debit go through. He knows. You know. So there's no secrets when everybody has access to everything. So it was $50. I was very, very lucky to get this for $50. This is actually, it has the original price on that. You know, I should just switch into this because I love this bag. So originally retail price for this is $195. And if you notice how this works, if you pay attention to your tags, when it's a regular full retail price, it will just say $195. When it is an outlet bag item, it will say manufacturer suggested retail price, and then they'll say 60% off. Because they're saying this should be worth $400, but we're gonna sell to you for $2. No, the price was always $2. You know, that's just what they do. So it's just, smoke and mirrors. So anyway, I'm gonna put this. I want to do something else too. I want to show you something I got from Craig. It's a gift, y'all. Now, he says it's a trade. It's a gift, y'all. I want a small Aqua Dooney Greta barrel bag, but tapped out. Yeah, the Dooney sales have been so amazing, Linda. I can't even look, but it's so kimchi. Oh, kimchi. Nice. Um, let me get this. So this came in the mail for me. So I'm gonna try and put my cards in some card cases. So this was given to me by my BFF, Craig. He's had it for a long time. I don't know when this collection came out, but I've wanted a piece of this when I found out about it. And he says, "Oh yeah, I have one of those." And he goes, "I know I don't use that anymore." So I'm like, "Really?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'll give it to you." I'm like, what? So yeah. So hello, designer, awesome, coolness of awesomeness. Color Mania or something, not Color Mania, Color something. So this came out a bit ago. I saw one of the bags at the pre-love store, and I was telling Craig about it. He goes, "Oh yeah, I know that collection." And so I'm gonna try and what I really, really, really like about this, is that you see how it has the normal card slots like this, but look on this side. Do you see how it has the vertical card slots, which I think is amazing? And then it has the center. But y'all, my bag of the day was this one. I actually used it for 2 days. Let me not show my work badge. So this is my everything. When I take everything, it's this. So this is everything. This is my work stuff, my work phone, my everything I have to take for the office, my office keys, my car keys, my work badge, everything. So I was going to This is the work phone. I am going to take this. This also was given to me by Craig. I don't buy a lot of SLGs at all. So it's actually one of the coolest things to gift me because I just don't buy them. So I don't have very many. So I will use them. Yes, the Tokidoki. By the way, that bag came from Goodwill. Very happy with it. So this is the wallet I'm using, and I'm gonna see, and this is stacked, stacked stack full of cards. So we're going to see how many I can fit in here. And try not to just flash everybody all my credentials, blah, blah, blah. So I was figuring the best way to do this was having two card cases. So this card case was given to me by Jeanette. Hey, Jeanette. And I'm going to put my medical cards in this one. And then I'm going to put my money cards in this one and ID cards, right? Oh, so keep that bag away. Katie, she saw it already, and I forgot because I put it on my Facebook, Facebook, and she already commented on it. I immediately texted her and said, "You can't have it." And she goes, "What are you talking about?" So then I showed her the bag. I posted the photo, right? And she goes, "Oh, I don't want that one." But Jennifer, you stole my other one. She goes, "I know, but that one is because it was Hello Kitty and Tokidoki. This one is just Tokidoki. We care not, apparently." I'm like, okay, whatever, girl. Um, that's fine. That's fine. Um, I think that colorful print on the bag might be a lot on small leather goods. It's just right amount of fun. Yeah, it was actually the reason I didn't get it the first time when I saw it so this is going to be where my um identification cards hang out. And then on this side, we're going to see how the money cards hang out. Um, that's fantastic, Jackie. She didn't like it because it's just Tokidoki. It is Tokidoki, not all unicorns. So she collects all the Tokidoki unicorns and horses. I think that's fantastic, Jackie. Miss Jelly is thick ones, please. Huh. Huh. Okay, so let me try to get all these mostly maxed out cards into here. And I'm not joking, guys. I like it'd be nice to have them paid off. They were paid off a year ago. They literally were paid off a year ago. And then we're right back to square one. It's like, okay, we just keep on keeping on. Just the way it's gonna be. You know. And this happens to everybody. It will be fine. I actually might be able to fit all my cards in here. That's crazy. This is also the best thing about getting a one that's been used because Craig did use this, guys. It's already has enough space in it because you know how when you get new card cases, they don't always expand well because they're new and shiny and the leather hasn't stretched at all. Well, this one has. So it is okay. That's gonna be too much. So we're gonna have to use this one. Um, Okay, they will be paid off again in another year. Uh, Probably not another year with the way the debt has rolled out. We don't know. If his mother's estate helps, then we might be okay. If his mother's estate goes completely pear-shaped, no, we will not be paid off in a year. Um, but we will see. You know. Okay, so these are supplement medical cards. Um, and the random Costco card. Everybody needs to go to Costco, right? Let's put this one in here. Oops. What is in here? Okay, so trying a new thing. I can do this. It don't always have to be a wallet. Okay, so all my cards have just been placed in these two little things. Here we go. I can do this. I collect Tokidoki, but as much as these days I haven't gotten anything Tokidoki, Hello Kitty since Jujubee stopped collaborating with someone. They stopped collaborating? Jackie, you can download your membership. Really? Okay, I need to do that. Totally need to do that. Next thing to do on the list is figure out how to download the Costco app. My phone's been acting oh god, y'all. I dropped my phone in my um dog water bowl. Luckily, it's okay, but still, girl, do it now if you're kidding. Please join us in 2020. We don't even have a current membership, guys. We let it lapse because we didn't shop there enough. Can I join the Steam? Can I join the Steam yard? Huh? Sess? You mean you want to go live with? Okay, I really am not sure what you're asking, so please clarify. This is how old school I am, y'all. I carry stamps in my wallet. I always carry stamps. Oh, see, Seth, you are a troll. Yes, foe. You're a foe. I want to. Oh, let's make them. I'm sorry, Seth. I don't know if you're friends or foe. Um, I want to join Steam. The app is called Steam. Okay, we're just gonna um time you out. Sorry. I carry stamps too. Is this Christiana? Yeah. Yeah, I timed her out. Hopefully it worked. Because this is not exactly. Thank you, Keith. Um, so I put the stamps in with the money because stamps are actually money. Now let's see. What is this card? This is a card that needs to be in my medical stuff. I have so much random things in my wallet. Here's the other things I have in my wallet, guys. This is all the other stuff I had in my wallet. Hey, Angela. So this is like, triple action antibiotic ointment, and this is like instant hand sanitizer, here's the thing, I carry this in my wallet and stuff, and I forget I have it. Like, it's not useful if you don't remember you carry it. And the problem is I've had need for it, and then totally forget I have this stuff. Like, it's like, oh, Starlight, I missed you coming in. You're alive. Dude, I didn't text you, and I'm sorry, but it's been like the 10 days of like a lot. Lynn, James's mother passed on the 3rd of January. It's been rough. When I say rough, super rough. So we haven't been ignoring you. We just been like crazy town. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. Yeah, it's like, and I know you text the other day, and I just sent a picture of a puppy back, but it's really rough go, y'all. When she says rough time, she means, yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's been bad, y'all. Bad. Um, let's see. I need what to when you dispatch. This is one of my last little dress up your purse things. And in here, this came out a long, long, long time ago. I'm gonna put all those little band-aids and sugar packets and randomness in there. So then, and like I have like a nail card. Kirk, how you been? Yep. Jack's bag attack. So have you been using your Chanel wallet? Any comments now that you've had it for a bit? So I have used it. I haven't used it right now for a while. I switched into it, and then thank you, Lynn. I switched into it, and then I switched right out of it because I moved to a small bag. And I've been moving to a lot of small bags lately, which is why I wanted to try out. I've been thinking about trying to use multiple card cases and seeing how that works for me. Um, it's been a rough day. Yeah. Better though, thanks for asking. Yeah. So I can't get okay, this card's not gonna fit in here. So we're gonna put this in a different card case. And like, yeah, so anyway, Mr. Pugsley was not very friendly with it. Well, he's friendly, but we spoiled our pugs, y'all. We spoiled them. So they sleep with us, and they want to sleep with us. They know they can now. When the what do you call it? The rescue had them, they did not sleep in the bed with the rescue foster. They slept in their own beds, and they were fine with it. But now they know what sleeping with us is like, and they're like, no, 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 you cannot not sleep with, we must sleep with you. So my poor Auntie Caitlin was not able to sleep. Yeah, Angel, I've been missing you too. Dawn, how have you been? Hi, I'm okay, Jeanette. Yeah, so I'm trying to, this weekend, we are trying to regroup, get some sleep, relax a bit, play with the dogs. We're gonna go to our friend's house. And here's the thing, guys, we're still going on vacation and for 2 weeks for the end of January, less than a shoestring budget. Like less than. And it's like painfully less than. And it's like we've never been this strapped for funds in a long, long time. In a very long time. And so it's just a new experience, guys, and we can't get out of the trip because we didn't get insurance on it. Normally when James and I do the purchasing, we do. James is sad. He's still angry. He's in the angry phase of his mother. He's just going through the having to go through her Amazon and luckily she wrote a lot of her passwords down and James has done a lot of her texts so he knows where everything is. So um he's able to go through like it's stuff like she has automatic subscriptions, and plus a lot of things we need to do we can't do until we actually get the death certificate, which doesn't happen until we pay for the cremation. You see how this compounds? There's a lot to it. Yeah, the cruise, there's some hidden expenses in cruising, but not for us because of how we cruise. Most of it's all up front. Even our gratuities are upfront paid. So a lot of those cruises, when you cruise with cheaper, uh, less expensive cruises, like Carnival, they're kind of notorious for that. Everything's a surcharge. Like you have a base rate and certain things are covered, but there's a lot of extras. The thing about Disney cruises, they're way more expensive, but there's a lot more covered up front. You've already paying your port fees. You're already paying your cruising fees and stuff, and then you prepay your gratuities, and food and beverages are included other than alcohol. So unless I order alcohol or order lattes, like regular drip coffee is covered. But if you want a latte, that has a charge. And it's not that expensive. They're like any other coffee place. So it's not like other cruise lines where you hear these horror stories. I went on a cruise and I ended up owing blah 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 money. That's not how this cruise is. Um, but the problem is we have to drive all the way down to Fort Lauderdale, guys. That's the expensive part for us is we have to figure out the hoteling we've covered. We decided we're going to take 2 weeks off. We're just going to do it. It's going to be fine. And then we'll figure it out. Like we will just figure it out. The rest of it, it'll be fine. We'll just, it's not the end of the world. So I have taken my pouch of things and emptied it. So this is now everything I am putting in my bag. So I have perfume, I have lipstick, I have sunscreen, I have dental picks, my tissues because I have allergies, and I'm just going to dump everything in this bag. Moving, I need to find another pouch that's going to fit this size of things so I can just move one thing from one thing. But honestly, I barely use the stuff I carry on a daily basis. So let's take a look and see how this is. Like honestly, I should carry this. I should leave this one out and use it in the morning. Because I forget to use it in the evening. So here we go. It's just all stuffed in there. And oh, my keys. My keys. Um, must take the keys. Uh How have you been? Hey, D. Higginbotham. D, I wore the scarf you sent me all day today. It actually surprisingly goes with so many things. I am shocked at how much I've worn this scarf. So D. Higginbotham, she gave me the large Rowan, y'all. And she also, when she gave me the large Rowan, she sent a scarf over with it. I have worn this thing with everything. And here's the thing, guys. It has like orange, white, and green. I'm wearing purple. I don't care. It looked nice. It was fantastic. I don't have that many scarves. It's cold here and right now, but most of the time it's not cold. Okay, let's see. I have a question. Y'all see that advertising of the horse bag? Is the $200 worth it? So, Angela, everybody I know who has purchased it, Dee Dee Bean has one, Melissa Corna has one, Nikki has one. Who else has one? Um, Ed Braun has one. They all love it. I mean, they all love it. They all say it's worth it. They specifically like how it opens. The Clementine, yeah. Healing nicely. We'll be starting PT soon. Strengthen my knee. Yes. Key says Angela. Somehow adulting says it's, yeah, asking if it's worth it, kind of based on various factors, though. They will. Anyhow, let me move stuff out of the way as I have made a mess in my space, and I still have stuff to open, y'all. I really like my Clementine for the price. It's worth it. Yeah, $2 for that Clementine, I think, is worth it. There's a version of the puzzle bag on Hints that I'm looking at, but honestly, right now I can't afford nothing. James Jam. Oh, James Jam has one too. Yeah, you're right. So I have a horse bag, but it isn't the Clementine, and I love my horse bag. It's a um hobo. The one I have, they don't make anymore. So this is a mystery item. I don't know. I have a feeling it's a Temu item because I don't understand who shipped this to me. Out of Twins Lake, Wisconsin. Jorgelina says it smell. Jorgelina is the only one that says there was a smell, like chemical smell. Everybody else says it smells like leather. Thank you, Dee Higginbotham. Yes, I love the sweater. So let's see. What did I buy? And why is it? Huh? Oh, I think I do know what this is. It took a second. This, no, no, I don't know what this is. What did I buy? It did have my address on it, y'all. Oh, this is a lot smaller than it should be. This is the knockoff that Nikki suggested from Amazon. This is, and it's supposed to be real leather. I don't know about that real leather. Um, I don't know. This is a lot smaller than it looked in the photos and what Nikki showed. Um, uh, I question the validity of this leather statement. This has the feel of an excellent leather. This does not have the feel of wonderful. Yeah. Y'all, it was only $30, but I think this is $30 that's going back. Let me see. If this should have been this was from Amazon, guys. Um, let me see if my Amazon told me it delivered because I wasn't expecting it for a long time. Let's see. Your orders? Yep, it delivered. Arrived today at 8 p.m. Let's take a look at the shipped with China Post. View details. This item was $28. It's not the end of the universe. Let me see. Let's take a look at the description. It says the brand is Rami. Um, and it says genuine leather, large capacity, single shoulder handbag, underarm bag, suede nubuck cowhide tote bag, coffee. It's currently $37. Yeah. The measurement is supposed to be 35 centimeters. There's like, how? It cannot be 35 centimeters. Let's take a look. Yeah, this is 27 centimeters. 35 centimeters would be that large. This is not the large. They sent me the wrong bag, guys. I ordered the large, and um this is the small. So there's two different sizes that he could have ordered. One was 27, which this is the 27. Um, so this is the wrong item. They sent me the wrong thing. Actually, I'm not sure how it can do this. It has a 35 centimeter view and a 28 centimeter view. And if you usually ships within, let's see, measurements about this item, it's fake suede. Um, Yet the title says leather. Huh. Let's see. Order details. Yeah, we're gonna return this. This is gonna go back. It's not worth keeping. This was a fail. I'm not gonna even do a separate video on this. This is embarrassingly bad. I'm not gonna. No, 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 no. Return. It doesn't actually have a tag. It says is it one of the things it's asking is hmm, okay, continue. How do I receive as address label. Shipping service is convenient for you. Confirm and return. Confirm your return. I guess. I haven't had to do a return in a long time, guys. Print label and instructions. Um, where do I have to print this? I mean, where do I have to return this to? I'm know the full the first things that usually write return. Yeah, I'm returning this. This is not cool. Steve Mann had a dupe for the Margot bag. I got it last night and shipped it back today. Oh, really? Wow. I'm happy you said that. Um, what was go continue? Um, it's having me do a lot of things to get this to print, guys. I apologize for the not interesting, stuff happening right now. And there it goes. Yeah, this is really sad. This is so disappointing. I had such high hopes because Nikki had one and she showed it and it looked really cool. And then this is bad. My Temu dupe is better than this one, guys. This is really bad. Um, this isn't even funny. Bad. This is why did you waste your time and money making this dupe? I do not recommend anybody buying this bag. Um, this is a bad, bad bag. Um, I've taken my Amazon returns to Staples or Kohl's to get my money back faster. Yeah, this normally has a label. A lot of times this can go with UPS and I'll send it there if it is. This is one of those things I wasn't expecting to do today or tomorrow, I should say, or the weekend. Um, it will refund when it refunds. It's fine. Um, I feel bad for them though. They had it shipped it from China. Whatever money they would have made on this, I mean, honestly, this was like a $5. This is a $10 bag. This is not a $30 bag. This is very poor. Um, well, no wonder I didn't recognize who shipped it. It went through some weird transfer point. And I really destroyed the shipping bag. So I'm probably gonna have to wrap this in paper and I'll deal with that later. Okay, well that was disappointing. It doesn't have any smell. It smells like nothing. Um, I don't know if it was drop shipped. I don't know how it was shipped, but let me show you fun things. So I got mail from Craig. I don't know if I have to pay for the return. I don't care as long as it goes back. Um, isn't this awesome? It's a diamond painting, and I didn't have to do the diamond painting. Craig found this for me, and he mailed it to me. And this is so cool. He found it in like a thrift store or something because it's like "Love You, Mom." 12 2020, and it was actually framed at Joanne Fabrics. Isn't that cute? And he sent it to me. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that the cool? I mean, really, seriously, it's the coolest thing ever. And it's framed really well. Like it's professionally framed. Um, isn't that I love Donald? And this is a happy Donald. Normally I like the more grumpy faced Donald, but I'll take Donald any way I can get him. He's 90. He's not a young duck anymore. Isn't it gorgeous? So I'm gonna put it up behind me. Um and there we go. My little yellow display of things. Isn't that cool? I know I have more toys behind me than bags now, but that's just how I've been feeling. I'll be grumpy at 90, right? What is okay? So I have more to show you guys. I don't thrift. Oh, it was an antique store. That's awesome. That's even cooler. Look how cool that is. Uh, So I have a lot of bags to show you guys. Huge box of bags. Now this does have its own unboxing, but I wanted to show you guys anyway. And so that video is going to come out. I think this video is going to come out either in the last week of January or the first week of February. So I'm filmed up, but let me show you to my Dooney and Burke fans. Y'all, this bag is so cool. And the only reason I believe it ended up in my collection is it's just a little too small for Craig. Look at this bag. Is this not the coolest thing? Look, it actually has the key. Now, it doesn't have the lock. So this has the way these worked where you do this and then you lock it with the key, and then this had a crossbody which wasn't with this bag, but this is literally luggage. I love your spirit jersey. It's so pretty. Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm wearing Ariel. Um, so this is awesome. This is so cool. This is such a cool bag. I didn't have this one. Craig had been looking for this bag for like ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever, and he finally got it. And then it was that is the height. It's not the width. It's the height. He needs at least 10 inches. He carries around a full size agenda from LV. So this bag, honestly, as much as he loves it, because he loves it, it didn't work. And we have too many bags now to keep the bags that don't work. So he said, Jackie, and I said, yes, yes, give me your bag. I was like, I want it, I want it. And he's like, Yes, yes, it's burgundy. It's burgundy. And look at the feet. Look at the feet. Guys, this is a rare bag. This is a rare Dooney find. They're hard to find. It's the size. Because it's between luggage and a large like carry-all. Where did I put my measuring thing? So this should, I think, 16 inches. No, 14 inches, 13 and a half inches. So Craig's perfect width on a bag is 16 inches across and at least 10 inches tall. You know, more is better. But yeah, he needs a minimum of 10 inches in height. This is not tall enough. And this his awkward size bag is between 10 and 12 inches. They never work for him. He really needs a 16-inch bag. This is 13 and a half. We thought it would work. It did not work. It's not tall enough. So as much as he loved it, as much as he wanted, as much as he spent a year hunting for it, it's now mine. And I very much appreciate and love it. It's not 30 centimeters. It's actually I think I said 13 and a half. So yeah, that might be 30 centimeters, right? Let me get the centimeter. 30, it is 35 centimeters. So, because it is 13 and a half inches, which is 35. And Craig's favorite size is 40 inches, and or 40 centimeters, and that's a 16-inch base. And that's really where his happy zone is. The height of this bag is only 8 inches. He really needs 10 because of the agenda he carries. And we learn things the hard way. We learn things the hard way. We learn that we love it. We love the look. We love everything about it, and we get it. And we'll make it work. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes you really want it to work, and it don't work. So here, it's fine. I relate. I just sent to Goodwill a bunch of bags that didn't work. Yeah, I know. You can love them. They still don't work. Um, I cracked up when she said that, Craig. Yes, I have to have. Where's Winnie when we need her, y'all? I think she left the chats. Hey, Craig, keep me in mind for a 25 Rogue. Jacqueline gifted you. I don't think she mind. I don't think I gave him a 25 Rogue. Because I don't have any 25 Rogues. Other than that Disney one. The one that he got from me was a 30. The white one, I think, is what you're talking about. So, and I have more. I have more. Oh, okay. This one's not from Craig. This one's not from Craig. This one came from Goodwill, and it was epic, epic, absolutely epic. Because when I saw this, and in my video, please give me positive kudos because oh my God, I've said that I need to quit Goodwill. I have to quit Goodwill. I'm going to $30 and $50 myself into the poorhouse. I'm already in the poorhouse. I don't need to go to debtor's prison. I need to be able to pay my debts. I can't. I was going to say a really rude joke, but we won't go there. So when I found this bag, I had to get it, and I have to share it with you because my Dooney friends, oh, y'all, this bag, um, this bag. You're like, Jackie, it's just a beat up purple bag. Why is that so cool? This bag. Don't discredit. Don't look past the marring and character and all the joy this bag has had in its life. Look at the beautiful style and construction, and look at the ways it's pleated. And think of this when it was brand new, what this looked like. And look at the front of it. Oh my gosh, isn't this gorgeous? And it has a crossbody strap, and it has a turn lock, guys. It is a Dooney. It's a Dooney Alto bag in purple. Purple is like the holy grail of bags. Pink and purple and forest green are like the hardest colors to come by in the land of Dooney and Burke. Why, I don't know. I have a feeling that Mr. Peter does not like purple or something because red's his favorite color and he just doesn't like purple. Whatever. This is phenomenal. Phenomenal. You can't have it. Nobody can have it. This is my precious. This is, I'm not even showing my sister. She can beg. I will not share. I will not share this one. I will not share this one. I'm going to restore it. I'm going to rehab it, and I'm going to say it's my precious. Now, okay, in the year, you might be able to talk me out of it if you're nice. But right now, it's my precious. Okay, it's my precious. Now, here's the thing about I saw that on GW. GW is. So this is the thing, guys. When these bags are brand new, this leather is extremely rigid. This is a very structured leather. And what happens with it is it relaxes and this happens. So when people see this, they freak out. They're like, I'm done. I'm over it. I'm not gonna have that bag anymore. Hey, Debsky. And they're like, I'm just going to chuck it into the donation bin. I got this from the Goodwill, y'all. And so what happened with this? People see what happened. If you love the Alto line when it's brand new, when this happens, people don't love it anymore. This is probably 20 years old. Because look, inside, we don't even have the old school cell phone pocket. We have the Palm Pilot pocket. Remember when Palm Pilot and Blackberries were a thing? This is the bag for it. But the way this is constructed, the way this looks, people used it. All this really needs is some reshaping. All it really needs is leather conditioning, maybe a little bit color touch up if this bugs you, but honestly, it's fabulous. The leather on these bags, this is how I love them. Aged. Aged like fine wine and better whiskey, y'all. I have a couple Goodwill Jackie. Oh, Goodwill. Oh, yes, you did see it. Thank you, Jolie. Yes, yes. I bought it. I knew it was a Jackie bag. Oh, um, under 1K, but the one I kind of want is a lot pre. What okay, Veronica, what bag? I missed something. Thank you, Sandy. I do agree. Jackie, that bag is what's the size? I know. I know. It's totally a Craig bag. It's a little small. It's 32, 33. It's right there at that 13-inch mark, but that's at the narrowest bit, right? It balloons out a little bit. And the height of it is 10 inches. This is the Craig bag. I'm telling you. I swear, a lot of times I buy stuff thinking of Craig. I'm like, what am I doing? Channeling my BFF? This is the perfect size for Craig. Yes, it is. um, Let me put it. And it came with a dust bag. You know how rare it is to find dust bags at the Goodwill? You know? I can't. Can that leather be reshaped? Yes. Yes, it can be reshaped. I don't necessarily want it to be reshaped. You can do some reshaping to it. If I stuff it, it will be fine. But I like the relaxed look, and I'm gonna be working on this for a while. This might take me a little bit to rehab, um, some tender love and care. Um, but yes, it can be reshaped. Well, damn hell, it's still trying. It loved the vibe. I can't find it in green and white. I'm all over it. I know, right? Okay, so the next bag I'm showing you guys is Latina. That's actually a perfect idea. Steam. Yeah. Um, the next bag I'm showing you in my giant box of bags is a loaner. So Craig gave me a loaner so I get to play with it and have fun with it. And I'm hoping to go back up to see him in June-ish. Let's hope fate and fortune has shifted some and I can go see him. So let me show you the loaner bag. Ooh, it's gorgeous. This is look, the way this opens is so cool. You have to flip this down and then this just goes up, right? So it has this little, it's like a little flip. It's great for opening things. Now, again, this is Craig's awkward size bag. So he loves stylish bags and he's very good eye on everything awesome, but this is too small. for him. So, but look at how beautiful this interior is. This is a Celine, made in Italy. I have no idea what it's called. But look at the leather lining in here. It is gorgeous, glorious with the wool textile on the outside. It's the shape of this is just fabulous. So I'm definitely looking forward to using this. I have to keep this away from the puggles because pug hair gets on everything. Oh, looks like the Coach Drifter. Yeah. Okay, you were good eye. Yes, it is a trapeze. Yes, a Celine trapeze. Look how beautiful this bag is, though. I love I love the shape. I love this is the shape I really like. I like winged out things. I like um and I like east west. So again, I know why he bought it because he fell in love with it. It's just not his preferred shape bag, you know. So I put this over here so I don't put it back in the box. um so okay, so this next bag is a bag that he found. I did not find this bag. He had it for sale and he says, Jackie, do you want to swap bags? Like, yes, I want your bag. So this is me and the Rogue, I swear. This is the Coach Rogue. This is his bag. This is the 30. Let me do a measurement. Um, this is the 14-inch, so this is the 36. They do not make this size anymore. So they make the 39, and then the regular Rogue which is a more smaller than this. Yeah, 36. Practically when the sides are tucked in. Yeah. So this is just really beautiful. So this is almost okay. This is again. Craig has a love-hate relationship with the Rogue. He has a couple. He carries them. This one, when it does fit everything, right? Because it's a big bag, but it's not as big as you think because of the way it's compartmentalized. And honestly, I kind of think it's the handles too on this one because this is snake. It has a different hand feel to it, but this is awesome. These are very heavy bags, empty. These are not for the faint of heart. These are very heavy bags, but they have the cool gray. I like using them with the handles actually tucked in, and I use them as shoulder bags. So I prefer the Rogue that didn't have the handles. They only came out with it for one season, and I loved it, and then they discontinued it, like all good things. So it doesn't have the hang tag. Who cares? Um, I don't. I'm just happy to have the bag. What I care about is the back. So it looks a little bit on the green. My monitor isn't really showing how pretty this color is. This color is like elephant gray. It's really pretty. It's really pretty. Um, this was originally 1400. Whoa. Thank you, Craig. 1400. Ouch. Uh, ouch. That's a lot of dollars. That's a whole lot of dollars. I'm going to cherish this bag for a long, long time. I don't have any in this size, and this is the largest Rogue I have, so this one's not leaving the collection ever. Actually, most of my um, Craig bags don't leave the collection. Only one has left by accident. And it was uh I was gonna restore it, and then it ended up with my consignment stuff, and my sister went to go get it, and I said, "Hey, pull that bag out," and she didn't because she didn't realize, and it ended up being donated, and I was very upset about that. But well, now we keep a better eye on where my Craig bags are. Yes, but it has a broken pull. Um, oh, this is not broken. Oh, no, 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 that's fine. Oh, I see what you mean. So one of the zipper pulls is gone. Whatever. It's fine. Oh, actually, there is a hang tag. I'm sorry, I lied. It's right here. The hang tag's right here. Yeah, yeah. A zipper pull is not going to end all be all of life. It's the double zipper anyway. Um, this does not deter me from this bag at all. Flaws just make things, you know. Hey, Ed. Um, friend of New Rogue is gorgeous. Yes, isn't it gorgeous? It's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I love the color. I love the size. It's a heavy ass bag. but it's worth it. Jacqueline, the Toscana bag hardware is made of palladium, which is palladium platinum derived. I would love to know by you or your lovely, more knowledgeable subbies, are there any other collections like this? Palladium platinum hardware. The only other brand I know that does that is Hermes. And I think with Dooney, it could be what they put on their Alto line because all their Alto bags have the silver hardware. And then their Florentine has that gold plated hardware. So I don't have. My sister keeps texting me. It's like I keep telling her I am, she should pay attention. She should pay attention. 9 text messages. Oh, well, let me share her photo, guys. My sister's at a convention. This is her all dolled up, you know, like, this is the difference. Makeup, no makeup, you know. Hey, by the way, our faces will open each other's phones. So she has her friends with her, so I can't show those photos, but um, yeah, cool. Had palladium, doesn't it? Henry's line I'm sure does too. Beautiful, beautiful Jen looks. She's at a dance convention in Houston right now. Okay, so this next bag, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not I there is FOMO, there is coveting, there's jealousy, and then there's just pure, oh, I wish I bought that bag. And this one is, I wish I bought that bag. And when Craig showed it to me, I'm like, that thing is gorgeous. I mean, gorgeous. And lucky for me, while he agrees it's gorgeous, the love of his life said he didn't like it. Which doesn't matter because Travis isn't carrying it, but it's too small. So it's mine. Thank you, BFF. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because I so wanted this bag. And when I saw you had this bag, I'm like, I want that bag so much. He did use this bag. He did try. So, picture of my sister. Um, with no luck, no, not even Doonies. Linda P. Did you want to see if I'll get forward, Linda. I'll send it to your Instagram. I think the Alto is 18 karat gold plated. At least the newer ones. Well, the Alto would have to be white gold then, because all the Alto lines is he used it one time. Travis is like, that's an old lady bag. And I'm like, it is not an old lady bag. This is a Bally. This is Swiss. This is quality. This is classy. This is gorgeous. Travis, we don't listen to you, sir. Now, I'm sure he might be at work still, but tell him I told you so. Yes, this is Bally and it's beautiful. Look at the quilting. Look at the quilting on this bag. Look at the precision, the gorgeousness. Look at the back. Look at this. This is like, oh, Chanel who? Chanel Dreams Only. Nuh-uh. It has the feel of a Kelly, the look of the quilting. Look at how beautiful this shape is. The shapes that this generates between the flap and the bottom flap. This is a work of freaking art. This is gorgeous. 1992 Grandma Chic. See, I'm in 1992. I was just a youngin', but this is gorgeous. Um, this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. And guys, when he bought this, I tried to go look for another one. I tried so hard to find one. The condition of this bag, the hand feel of this bag, this is pure joy. This is what bags should be made out of. This is how bags should be made today. This is just gorgeousness. Um, I can't even like Karl Lagerfeld used to have a really pretty um slanted quilt, very pretty. I used to love that. And then Karl Lagerfeld's brand kind of went downhill. Um But this is just absolutely beautiful. Morella says, looks like an LVPM shape. A bit. Keith says, I miss Bally when Brian Atwood was at the helm of the brand. Ronnie says, I want a Bally Kelly dupe bag with the sangles. Show us, oh, the inside. I can do that. So you have to click it down, open. Oh gosh, it's so beautiful. The gorgeousness. The beautiful, beautiful. Look at the leather. I don't know how much this bag was originally, but this bag is, if not, should be thousands of dollars because the quality of the leather, the way this is seamed, the way this is stitched. I mean, this thing is stunning. I can't even like, yeah, Chanel who? Bally, hello, this beautiful Swiss made brand. And I love a single compartment, guys. These are my favorites. These are my favorite type of bag. No, it's just a handheld bag. This one's made in Italy. It has a code with the name A. It says Bally on it. There's a zipper pocket on the inside right here, a little slip pocket. Oh no, it has no strap. This is a handheld bag. But look at the back too. Um, it has a back pocket. I mean, this is just stunning. This doesn't need a strap. If it had a strap, I would not want to put a strap on the handles like this. Is not my way. I don't like carrying bags that way. I think if it has a top handle, I don't like the way the weight distributes if you're using it as a shoulder bag or a crossbody and it's on these type of rings. It can do some weird torquing and tweaking on the leather that's holding this whole thing together. So it's just really an arm bag, guys. It's just, for me, it's an arm bag. This thing is absolutely stunning, beautiful. And when Craig asked me, hey, would you like that Bally bag? I'm like, yes. He didn't, guys, he didn't know how much I wanted this bag. I did not tell him I had the green-eyed monster of envy and jealousy, and I wish I bought that bag. I'm telling him now, but I didn't tell him at the time. I just said that is a gorgeous bag because it is. You know, it's not good to covet your friend's stuff. So you just have to be like, that's beautiful and I love it. And Travis is wrong. It's gorgeous. There's so many beautiful quality luxury bags. It still baffles me that everyone wants LV. Um, I still have a brainwashedness for wanting LV because I love the canvas so much because it is so durable. But I don't view LV as an elegant bag. This is an elegant bag. This is a gorgeous bag. I can wear it in a whole lot of different situations. I honestly have always viewed LV canvas, because I love the canvas, as a bag that you schlep around with, that you go to the market with, that you go to work with, that you can toss stuff. I do actually do view LV monogram as durable, indestructible type of material. I would not do that to this. This is a delicate bag because of the quilt leather like this. It has to be a thinner leather. So this is a beautiful leather. If this if I treated this bag the way I treat an LV bag, I would cry because I would ruin it in a heartbeat. It would get scratches and scuffs, and I cannot. This bag is just this is my precious, y'all, my precious. I did a dance when I opened this. You will see that unboxing. A dance. Um, Veronica said, "Ditto. I identify, but does it show how powerful marketing can be?" Yes, absolutely. And my childhood, Gucci canvas and LV canvas were pretty much what my everybody carried around in the 80s in my childhood, and it's what everybody wanted. Nobody wanted Hermes. Not in the 80s. In the 80s, it was give me a brand and let me show you. Um, Oh, yes, I know it's marketing head. You told me I would have sent it to you a year ago. Sir, I didn't want you to not have the joy of that bag. You love that bag. It's just too small. And am I really glad for that? Yes. God, that's so pretty. I still have more bags to show you all. It's woven leather or embossed. Oh no, this bag is stitched. It's quilted. It's quilted, so it's like a lambskin, y'all. It's a lamb. Look how beautiful that is. It's quilted. The precision is amazing. Um, He says my LV bags are designed to be abused. They are either canvas or epi leather. Yeah, that's why I like the epi leather so much. Yeah, this bag is special. That bag's special. Very special. To me, anyway. So I have a couple more bags. Oh, huh, huh. Again, all of these bags have a theme. When you see them, you will understand why they're with me. Um, it's not that he doesn't love them. He loves all his bags, like I do. But he's just smarter about, I'm not going to use that. Um, this this cool baby is an All Saints espresso colored, stamped, embossed, um, beautiful bag. I have this bag in gray. He told me, Jackie, you need to buy this bag. I'm like, okay. So I bought it like a year ago. I love that bag. And then he's like, you know what? I'm not going to guess what? The width, spot on. The height is even okay. But look at how deep it is. This does not fit his agenda. This would only fit his agenda. So it barely fits his necessities. Like maybe if he squeezes everything in just so, in just the perfect way. You know how things change in life? Sometimes we have different needs. When I was working in the private sector, I used different bags. When I worked in the public sector, I used different bags. When the pandemic hit, I used different bags. When my shoulders gave me hell, I had to change my bags out. This is just one of those bags that he loved, used, and carried. And now it's like, you're too small. I'm so sorry. You fit things, you look nice, and I love you, but I need a bigger bag. So this thing is so cool. All Saints make some really pretty bags, you guys. I have this is now my second one. Might be my third one. My second one in this style, but I think I have another All Saints floating around here somewhere. It's one of those ones if I see I buy because you can get these really good price on the pre-love relove market. Another brand bag that people don't really talk about. It holds everything but looks all wonky. Use it twice. I think I couldn't get over the wonkiness. Yeah, because of how you have to distribute it. Now, think about having a full size agenda in here with all your other SLGs and small things and all the stuff you carry. And you've seen what Craig carries a lot, right? So the weight distribution is going to be weird. It's going to look weird. This is such a cool. I think they make nice leather jackets too. Yeah. Sorry guys, I was never a sucker into LV hype. Well, I was because my mother, loved my mother in the 80s had Louis Vuitton. No, she didn't have Louis Vuitton. She had Gucci bags and drove a Mercedes in Bangkok. It was, and I actually don't remember what other bags she had. Maybe she did have Louis Vuitton. My mother's always been into designer things, Okay. Now, this one everybody will remember because you all saw the Craig's video on it where he said in the video, I'm just going to send this to Jackie. So I had the Gia in red. Now the one I had is the bigger version of this. This is a smaller version. So he has my big version and the big version is a shoulder bag. This is just a hand carry bag, but this works for me and that I hope works for him. I don't know. He hasn't chimed in about whether or not it fits everything, but I love this Gia bag. So this bag comes in, originally it was a Michael Kors collection bag, like runway, and then it went to his Michael by Michael Kors line. So I have one of those too. So somewhere again in my room of things, I have the downline version. This one's different because this one is leather lined. It has an awesome zipper. I think this is leather lined. Yes, leather lined. It's a brown leather. Um, and it's just a beautiful bag. I love the vibe and feel. I'm gonna do some conditioning on this bag because it needs a little bit of exterior conditioning. I even have a corrective color cream I might be using on this and give it a little bit more zing back. This is gonna be fun for me to play with. This is gonna be Jackie's gonna learn. And sometimes we learn by making mistakes, and sometimes, well, most of the time we learn by making mistakes. But I have a very good educated guess, and here's the key when you try new things. Use it in a spot that nobody can see, like underneath the flap right here, and see how it looks. And don't do it like right here and then hate it, okay? If you do it right here, you're stuck with it. If you do it under here and add a little color corrector and say, hey, how's that look? How's it taking? And you don't like it, just cover it back up. Nobody has to know. You know? I love Coach and Gucci too, Veronica. I'm in it today, actually. So he also the red one does fit everything. Craig's using it today. The Valley bag she showed tonight you can get for around $200 on eBay if anyone's interested. So if anybody wants this amazing, super amazing bag is for $200 on eBay. Someone else just showed a Valley bag recently. I think it might have been Nikki. Was it Nikki? It might have been Nikki. Um, do you love them? They look so nice. Oh, the Gia bags? Yes, I really want a Gucci from my B-Day, but I really want a Gucci, and they're about $1,000, the bag I want, but and pre-loved, not new, because I can't afford new nothing. So this bag is a Cole Haan bag, and this was actually the first one I pulled out of the box. This is so pretty. Look at the color of this. Look at the chocolatey greatness of this. This is just beautiful. Cole Haan, another unsung hero. I forgot who owns them now. It's been a while. No, not Nikki. It wasn't Nikki. Who showed the bag? Somebody showed a Bally bag recently. But I really love the interior. It's kind of like it looks like a denim, but it's actually a textured coating and it's covered. So it is like a really cool tote bag. This actually maybe fit my laptop. Maybe. 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 But I love tote bags. That's going over there. And then this one almost made me cry. And it's not even like it's just so beautiful. To me, this is like one of the most beautiful bags ever. And you're like, it's a brown bag, Jackie. But the feel of this bag is just like, oh, everything I love in a bag. This bag is I know it looks boring. But it feels amazing. This is what bags used to be made of and look like and feel like. And this is an Etienne bag. You see how it's styled? See how the pull sharp corners? This is relaxed because it's older. Here's the Etienne. There's a strap on the inside. It's a shoulder bag. Um, it's just the feel of this. Hey, Bri. It's actually a denim color. That gray bag, or that bag that looks gray to you, is actually brown, a dark chocolatey brown. Uh, um, this looks like butter. It feels like butter. This is so soft. This is soft in a way that this is soft but sturdy, right? This is soft because it has to be thin to be quilted this way. This is soft just because soft but thick and durable. The look at the grain. Look at how like this is what leather bags all used to look like, guys. Like we all know, we all remember. And we've been brainwashed to believe they look differently now. But this is how bags used to be made, and just soft. Such a wonderful bag. And it's just I love the shape of it. I love the slouch of it. I love the little sharp corners to it. Again, it's too small for Craig. Yay! He's smarter and wiser now. He's slowed down on the bag purchasing. He's still looking because he's still sending me bags, but he still loves them. But he's realistic on what he really uses, and it's hard to compete when you have his bag collection, like your bag collection, and then this one. By the way, Craig, I did not know you were sending me this. Apparently, I forgot, and I jaw dropped. I'm like, this is your favorite style bag. I don't have this bag. I have one Atlantique, one transatlantic. I don't think I have the regular Atlantique, and if I do, it's not this size. This is the Reed Karkoff large Atlantique. I know, Jolie. I know. It needs a little TLC with the leather. Not the conditioning so much. It does need conditioning, but it's faded a bit. The color is faded. See how this was such a vibrant blue? This is what this probably all looked like at one time. but I'm not gonna color it. I'm just going to condition the heck out of this. Um, and it's just I was like guys, I was speechless. I didn't remember what we were trading. I didn't want to remember. I wanted it to be a surprise. So, I sent them a giant box. He sent me two giant boxes. I made that way, Jackie. It's called Fate. Oh, it's made this way. Oh, I love it more then. So it just needs a little conditioning and it's gonna be perfect. Um, so it's beautiful. It's like the color of all great colors. This is his favorite bag style. In the Reed Karkoff bags of bags, this is it. This is his favorite. So I have been collecting mostly the boxers. Oh, by the way, I sent him a boxer in shearling, which came just in time for this lovely snow apocalypse. So I was talking to him the other day, and he was wearing his gorgeous and huggable teddy bear coat. It's a big trench coat thing that's fluffy and awesome. And then he had his Reed Karkoff um, shearling. It was so cool bag that I bought. And every time I buy a bag like that, I'm like, Jackie, you live in Central Texas. Why did you buy a shearling bag? Because I love it. I love it, but I can't use them because they look wrong when it's 100 degrees outside. They look wrong. Um, that made that way, Jackie. Okay, I'm doing well, Craigslist Bry. Are you going to see a large burrow bag today? Are we going to see a large? No, the large burrow bag I had went over to Craig's. He has it. That was part of the trade. He has the big, big one. I have a big one. He has the big, big one. But that's it. That's all that's left. That's all gone. There's no more. There's a lot that popped out of that box. It's like a Mary Poppins box. Um, I do have. Where did I was supposed to actually send pictures of my large burrow to somebody. She wanted to maybe buy it, but I don't know where I put it. Put it somewhere. I really need to organize my bag room again. I know I keep organizing it, but I keep adding more stuff to it, and now I just had all these bags I have to figure out to put homes. I really, it pains me to say this, but I need to reduce some of my bags. I keep saying that, and I keep doing nothing about it. Julie is looking for a medium. Yes, the medium. Yeah. Um, yeah, no, I have the burrow. I have in large, mediums. I have a lot of smalls. Like one of the bags I gave Craig a while ago was a small burrow in white, and then he got the weekender size in white, and it's so funny because it's like his perfect size bag, and Travis is like, "That's a big bag. All of Craig's bags are big." It's like, y'all, where have you been, Travis? Um, Organized by color. I would like to, but honestly, I get overwhelmed in my own collection and then I get distracted. I literally get distracted. Oh, that's a pretty bag. Oh, I should use this bag. And then I forget what I was doing. And then I go like, oh, let me get this bag and move this bag. But I can tell you one of the things that's really changed in the last month, um, the stress that we have been living under since his mom has been so ill has been really bad this past year, and then losing, Milo and Watson, and just trying to tread water, just trying to survive, fixing our old car, buying a new car. Now, I realized, and I've told you this, that when I bought the new car, which is new used car, I was worried because we could easily cover one car payment, not two. So we had already were paying on his mother had a car in our name. She was making the payments, but it's our name. So it's our property, it's our responsibility. And now that she's passed, we're stuck with that note. And it's a 10-year note. Um, so I think we've paid 2 years on that 10-year note. And so anyhow, it's stressful because now we have to cover two car payments, two mortgages, and all of our other debt. And things aren't getting cheaper, y'all. So there's a reason why this last year it's been mostly Goodwill hauls, and I've spent quite a bit of money. It's not like, um, I did spend money, but it was retail therapy, and um, now I just have to downsize a little bit just to see which ones. I'm not really gonna downsize. I'll be really honest with you guys. I don't think I can. What I think I'm going to do is now that I have my house back, part of my collection will be going into the other room. So I'm gonna have two rooms, a two-room collection. Yeah. And I haven't talked to James about that, but he knows. It's not like I'm just expanding a little bit, but as long as I only stay within these two rooms, I think it will be fine. Take care, Veronica. Um, can you sell it? Can I sell? Oh, the vehicle maybe, but guys, it's a handicapped converted van. Those are niche, super niche. So we'll see what we can do. You know, we still I don't we're upside down in in it no matter what. I mean, that's what happens with cars. Um, I already have a two-room collection. It's just crammed into one room. So what we're gonna do is spread out the collection into two rooms so I can find everything, and then hopefully I will be less. And I am a lot less buy. Um, I still think about buying. I still look at bags. I still want bags. But the extreme stress of constantly living in this like weird grief bubble um, has ended a little bit. But here's this is really callous, but this is just a darn truth. It's not my mother who passed. It's James's mother who's passed. So it's his grief and his pain, and I am helping him through it. But for me, the fallout is a relief. And that's awful, but that's really the truth. It's like, I am relieved that we no longer have to deal with his mother, and unfortunately, that's his mother. You know, it's like he's going to have to deal with the loss of his mom. I had to deal with the loss of my father, and he kind of felt the same when my dad died because it was a huge responsibility of constantly taking care of a elderly parent because I kept having to go down to San Antonio every single week, and we had to, and he was so stubborn. I was like, Dad, you need to have more help. You have dementia. My sister was doing a lot of it, but he was being so stubborn, and it was just a lot. And even though I was really angry at my father when he died because he saddled me with his estate and dealing with all that, um, it was a relief. Well, one, he was going through dementia. It's very hard to go through that. He knew he was going through that, so he would remember and he would not remember, and then he would get angry, and then it was difficult, you know. And he didn't want to deal with my husband. He wanted to deal with me. So when I would go deal with my dad or go talk to my dad or see my dad, it was only Jennifer and I. He did not want to see our spouses. They did not exist as far as he was concerned. So the same thing with James's mother was like whenever she wanted to talk to James, she didn't really want to talk to me. We didn't have a relationship. It was not great. Of course, that's what calls the truth. Yeah, I mean, but sometimes people don't say those things, and the truth is, I'm relieved that Jackie, I think you should be proud of yourself for reining in and buying lately. It's been very hard to do. Yeah, it's been extremely hard to do the reining in and buying stuff, but I didn't like the stress it's causing James, and that's how I stopped. That's how I was able to stop, was when we had a conversation, and it just wasn't me being happy. He says, I know you're happy every time we get a box in the house, but I'm not. I'm stressed out because he really wants to take vacations. And I would rather just stay home, but he needs to take vacations. So I said, okay, then we'll take vacations and we'll do that. We'll change what we do. I don't have to buy bags, just because I love staying home doesn't mean he does. Just because I traveled all over in my youth doesn't mean he did. So, and his choice of travel is cruising and going to Disney World, even though it's just to Florida. Essentially, at some point, we'll go back to Disneyland, or we'll go to Disneyland in Anaheim, and then we want to go to Disneyland in Tokyo, the one in Japan, and the one that's in China at some point. It's far, 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 far away, you know. But those things make him happy. So I'm like, okay, then we'll do those things. And he doesn't want to go on Carnival Cruise or Caribbean Cruise or Princess, whatever. He wants to go on a Disney cruise. He loves the fantasy. He loves the lack of reality. He loves how everything's perfect in the utopia. That is the fakeness that Disney sells, and they do a really good job at it. Um, Honestly, I was relieved after my mom died. She didn't even realize she had dementia. Yeah, my dad too. He was sick and it was for a long time. I love that you are so ready to compromise for him. Um, Not resistant at all. That's awesome. You and James are so good with each other. It's great. He's got, you know. I mean, seriously, he's one of the only people left in my world, other than my twin, that has met my family, my father and my mother, my grandparent, well, not my grandfather, but my grandmother, you know, met my aunt, knows the crazy. Like seriously knows the crazy. Nobody else understands the abuse of my dad. I love my father dearly, but he was emotionally abusive. And and he understands this because his father was emotionally abusive. His father was also an alcoholic. So everybody loved James' dad. Everybody, oh, your dad's so awesome. You have the coolest dad, but that's not you living with that person. And my father was the same way. Oh, I love Colonel King. He's so cool. He's such a great guy. He's awesome. But that's not you living with him. Living with him was really hard. Um, he did everything he could that he knew how to do to be a good parent. He was just really tough on us, and because he wanted us. He was not a good student. He had perseverance, but he barely got out of high school. He had a little too much fun in high school, so he enlisted in the Marine Corps. And then he did that for 2 years. He got out of the Marine Corps, and then he went, and his father said, son, what do you want to do? Because at this point, you know, life changing, so he decided to go back to college, go through college, and he met a girl. They got married. They had kids while he was in college. He got through college. He went back into the military. He went into the army as an officer, because that's what you do. So he's one of the very rare people that went from enlisted to officer. And he was in special forces. He ended up as a war hero. He was extremely decorated. He was a great soldier. He was not a good husband. He was not the best father. He loved us on his terms. But yeah, it's just the way it was, and I wouldn't change it. He raised us, he took care of us, he put me through school, he taught me hard work. So I can say a lot of things, but honestly, it was James who taught me how to have a lot more self-confidence, and um that I wasn't stupid. I was a special ed kid. I thought I was not good enough in school. I thought I was a failure because when you have someone always telling you, hey, why is your 90 not 100? Why is your 70, why is your 82 not a 92? Why is your GPA only a 90 and not a 95? So I actually learned to stop seeking my father's approval because he doesn't ever approve. Now, as an adult, I can see what he was trying to do. Like, I can see that he was trying to motivate us to try and work harder, but it was just tearing down with not enough buildup. So we never got the reward for good behavior. So my sister broke every single rule. All the rules. My sister was a hellion. She was a headache for my poor dad. um, so yeah, he loved us on his terms, and he did right by us. He didn't kick us out. He gave us and supported us and took care of us. Like, I love him, but I left home as soon as I could. Like, there was no thought in my mind to stay home and live with dad. No, he wanted me to stay home. I'm like, no. I moved out as soon as I was finished with college. Um, got my first real job and found James, and we did a roommate thing. And I said, I'll be your roommate because I don't want to live at home anymore. And I never moved back. I have not stopped working other than that one time for less than 6 months when I was in the recovering from my car accident. I have always worked. I will always work. I will work until I die. I saw what my dad did to um my mother as a stay-at-home mom and a housewife, and I will never, ever do that. I can't. And I've told James, like, James, I can't be a stay-at-home wife. First of all, I don't trust anybody when it comes to taking care of me financially, because I've watched too many people I know marry, become a housewife, have kids, get divorced 20 years later, and the wife has nothing in the workforce. She has no experience, and the husband's moved on and has another wife. Like, I can't do that. I cannot not work. I have to work, you know. And he's pretty cool with that. Thank goodness. I mean, I have my same last. I never changed my last name. My maiden name is my last name. Um, uh, James really sounds like an unsung. Oh, he is. Oh my gosh, I've told everybody a billion times. James is the nicest person you have ever met, and he is awesome. And I tell him that all the time. Like, you are amazing. I told his boss today. I said, "Boss, James is a saint." And I'll tell you the work story why I told him that. Um, James really sounds like an unsung hero that deserves a lot of props. I'm glad that you guys have each other. Did you and James start out as roommates before becoming boyfriend girl? Oh, totally. Totally. He was not on my radar. By the time we were roommates, I knew I felt more for him than he did for me, but he was totally clueless. We had really bad prior relationships. Really bad. I'll have to do a members only for that one, because we'll talk about my past experience and before I found James. And James, basically, when we found each other, we were both in the "I'm never getting married. I had decided to be the crazy cat lady," and James was like, I'm never getting married. I'm never dating again." That's how that went down. And if we had actually thought about dating each other, we never would have made it. We never would have made it. We only ended up the way we did is because we were friends. We just like the same things. I am not his type, y'all. Not his type. Not his type at all. He wasn't looking. Um, I wasn't looking. He wasn't my type. I was over it. I was like, I'm done with this. I was only 25 when we met. We were 25, and we got married when we were 27. And at the time, we thought we were so old. Yeah, right. Yeah. No, but anyway, so let me tell you about work. Okay, so today, the reason why I tell you guys that James is like a saint, um, is that we went and did field work. So everybody's exhausted. Everybody who went on that trip pulled 16, 18-hour day. Everybody came in, and we had a meeting the next day. We had phone a meeting. We were doing other stuff. We get into work, but still, we did the job, but it's not finished. The collecting the data is easy, right? Now, what we had to do was get the data off the equipment, load it to where it needs to load so we can start processing the data. So we get into work at 10 o'clock. The boss knew we were coming in late. We came in at 10 o'clock, and we walk in there. Nothing's been done. Nothing. The data is still on all the drives and SD cards, and we have to get one of the very expensive piece of equipment needs to go back to its home. Its home has a delivery time. We had to get it delivered back to its home on Friday, and it's still sitting there. We're like, so James starts showing everybody, the people who should already know how to do this, how to download. And watching them do this and walking through them, I finally said, can't we use more than one computer at a time? And they're like, "Oh yeah, no, let me do it on my computer." Next thing I know, we have an assembly line of people removing and downloading data, which should have been happening anyway. And then next thing I know, James is being Mr. Super nice dude. Super, he's not upset with the people, and I'm sitting there fuming. I look at the boss later that day. I said, "Why is it that everybody had to wait for James to get in here for him to start downloading this data for people to understand we have to get the data off the devices?" And he's like, "I know." He goes, "I actually said so when I came into the office. Well, as soon as I came in, I told the guys, like, hey, we have to get the data off the drones." And next thing I know, They're not doing it, and they are waiting for James. This is the problem with being competent. This is the problem with being really good at your job. They're okay doing the work if they're told to do it, but it's not being told to do it. You have to just do it, right? So we're not asking you to process it. We're not asking you to do anything but get it off the hard disk, put it into the right drives, throw it into the right server, and they're like, "Oh, I don't know where you put it." You put it where there's space. One of those data drops was 15 gigabytes. It's like, y'all, you put it in the drive that has the space before you can upload it into the cloud. You put it where it fits, and then you put it where it goes. It's like, why? Why? It's like, and I said, and James wasn't upset, and I looked at James like, weren't they trained the same way you were? Because only two people were trained to do this, right? He goes, yes. And like, why did we have to wait for you to do this? I don't know. And so later he says, Jackie, thank you for being mad for me. But James isn't. He just uses every time this happens as a learning experience. And he shows them what to do and where to go and runs through the process and talks through everything. Let me see what Jolie is saying. Jolie, say for me, Matt, we met as the I'm never dating again and never getting married again couple. Jolie, Matt asked me out for 3 months of no thanks. Keith, that made you finally say yes, Jolie? Loves it just broke down. He wore me down. There is a huge lack of initiative. Oh yeah, totally. That's true. That's truly what it is. There is a huge lack of initiative and self-starting, and people are programmed and told do what they're told, not just do what that needs to be done. I refuse to be competent. I refuse to be the competent one if everything goes to shit. Oh wow, it's Ronnie. Oh, he was funny. Oh wow. So okay, so with James, y'all, we were living with each other, and spending all our time together. I was working the day shift. He worked the night shift. Finally, my sister, after months I said, James, well, Jen, let me ask James if we could. But she goes, why do you have to ask James anything? Are you dating or not dating? Because if you're dating, I understand. But if you're not dating, you can do whatever you want. And I looked at James. I'm on the phone, right? I looked at James like, are we dating? And James, deer in the headlights. Deer in the headlights. He was like, yes. Like, Jennifer, we're dating. Okay, then. Because it was so, and that was like, I moved in like in December. That was like maybe in April. April. And by May, we had gone on vacation and we were talking, and all of our friends are getting married. Because at this point, we're 26, 25, 25, 25, 25. I don't know, 25, 26. And no, I think we're 26. And he said, and at this point, we've moved from roommates to dating, so we're now sharing a room versus having two bedrooms. And he said, we're in bed at night talking, and he's like, I think we should get married next year. I said, okay. And then the next morning, we get up, and I'm up, and I'm looking at James like, did we agree to get married? And he said, yeah. Like, okay. And that's how we got married. That's how we, and the reason we had a year of waiting was so that my American family could come to, or my Thai family could come to America. But in the midterm, in this time, we got married in 2007. My grandmother passed away in the spring of 2007, and I wanted to get married actually where she lived so she could see us get married. Um, She was 98 years old, by the way. So I was really sad. And my dad had lost his mother. My aunt and my father were feuding. There was issues over the estate. James and I were going back and forth between Beaumont and San Antonio, moving stuff from my grandmother's house to, all this stuff and all this drama and all this stuff was happening. And all I could think of, I don't want my mother to come here. I don't want my mother to come to San Antonio. I don't want my mother to be here. It's just going to be more drama, especially now that dad's, mother has passed. And we're getting married on the date of my grandmother's birthday, which happened to be the date my parents were married. So I said to my dad, I said, Dad, hey, look, I know we were going to have a wedding here and you want us to get You want us to have a wedding, and I wanted to elope, but whatever. And can we get married in Belgium, or at the time Denmark. My mother was in Denmark, so I was like, "Can we go get married there in front of mom and my Danish and Thai family, and then have another like ceremony here, smaller one for the American family?" And he's like, "Yes, yes, we'll do that." So I was originally actually going to get married in the same church my mother got married in to Klaus in Denmark, but while this was all happening in that year, he got stationed in Brussels in Belgium. So next thing I know, we're changing venues. Mom's moving from Denmark to Brussels, and we get married over there. And it's a whole nightmare. Long story, lots of drama. But James and I ended up going to Paris, Disneyland in Paris for a day. It was so much fun. We ended up in Paris going to the Louvre. James loved every second of it. My friends were with us. They loved it. It was great. Um, I was in pain. I had hurt my tendon, one of the tendons in my foot, so I was in a walking cast. Yeah, it was a lot. Like my grandmother had died. We're going. We'd already bought our first house. We this is during 2007. Remind you, in 2008, the bubble burst and the market crashed. Right, so not the best time. We were making like peanuts. I was making $24,000 a year. James was making maybe $26,000 a year, and we had this tiny little house, under $100,000 house, and we were like, we know everything. We knew nothing, and, and we do all this stuff, and then we go over to we fly back to America. We have our third wedding because we got married by the JP. Then we got married the church wedding on October 6th in Belgium. And then no, actually no. And October 6th, the actual date I want to get married was the church ceremony. And then the November wedding was the ceremony with James's family. And mind you, this is the drama of our life. Like the day before James and I are married in San Antonio, we go to his father's wedding with his new bride, who he had divorced James's mother a year prior, not even a year prior. They had been married 33 years, and he's marrying a woman 20 some odd years younger than him, right? So we go, and James's best man at his father's wedding. James's family, father's side of the family, are all at his father's wedding. They are all supposed to come to my wedding and James's wedding the next day, the very next day. And they all canceled. So we have never spoken to James's father's side of the family. His uncles, his cousins, his aunt, none of them. They all didn't come to our wedding. And they were in town, in the same town. It was even the same religious church organization, just different churches, y'all. So I'm like, well, I guess I know how they feel about us. So we never look back. And then yeah, so this is literally like the drama of our life. So let me see what I'm missing. I know Keith, she's leaving something out. Wink. Um, dating type activities together. Wait. Let me go up. But wait, you had to ask him what, if you were strictly platonic roommates, or were you guys dating type activities together? We were pretty much when we were roommates, platonic, and when we were dating, platonic. James was a good little Puritan boy. I'm the heathen in this family relationship, guys. James was a good Episcopalian. Yeah, third wedding. Third wedding. It wasn't even the first or the second. No, third wedding. And I gave him an out every single time. Like we don't have to get married. It's totally fine. But if we get married, there's no returns. And he was like, I was fine living in sin. No, I was fine with it. I'm the heathen in the family. He was like, no, we're getting married, and good little Episcopalian boy, Puritan, whole nine yards. Yeah. Let's see. Is she really Jackie? Your memory rivals Dawn's. There's any single people in this group. Everyone is so happily married. Jennifer says single. Yeah, give me 5. D, I've never married. I have no patience to live with other people. It's harder the older you get. It really is. Just Jennifer just never found the right guy. Linda vowed to never marry, never did. Uh, we judging from Jolie and Jackie that wow. Well, see, with Jolie, I mean, she had to start her husband first, guys. She had. I love James. He's such a sweetheart, says Craig. Not a heathen. Ronnie, Jackie, you've been married twice before. No, no, Keith, I was married to James 3 times, 3 months in a row. The JP, the church wedding, and the third church wedding. We were married 3 months in a row, September, October, November of the same year. Um, the different ceremonies to James. I'm living in sin. My grandma keeps asking me when we're getting married. Here's the worst part. Craig says, I'm happily married now, told 3 times to get it right. Sometimes you have my mother's been married 3 times, guys. She's been married to Klaus for 30 years now. Like literally, it just took a long time. My other BFF, though I have Craig, and I have my friend Sharon. Now Sharon is 70 something years old now. She's married 5 times. Her 5th husband, she's been married to him for 30 years. It's just the first 4 the first 4 dudes and her baby daddies, which was the same guy. It didn't work out. It just took 4 trials to get to that 5th guy that worked, and they've been married for 30 years. There's a lot of compromising. Craig says my mother's been married 6 times. So here's the thing: it's like James and I have both been very clear and blunt. Like if something happened to either one of us, we would never marry again, because it is really hard to compromise as much as we do. We do it so much now, and we know each other so well now that we don't. I already know. I can look at his face, and I already know. I know what he's thinking before he says it, because we have talked about everything for the sun and the moon and the stars and back 1,000 times. And occasionally we revisit things. We talk about things. He's not really the most demonstrative dude, to be honest. He's very introverted. Most of our best conversations happen driving, which is why we commute together, work together. When we go to restaurants, you don't even know we're married. We don't even talk to each other. Like people look at us like you don't even. But these guys, we work together. All of our work life, it's all there. It's all there. We've been together so long and we know so much stuff. He knows me better than I know me a lot of the times. He'll look at me and goes, "You're not going to use that." I'm like, "Yes, I will." He goes, "Jackie, you're not going to use that." And I'm like, I hate it when you're right. You know, you compare everyone you go on with dates to him, or you never add up right. Single after my boyfriend died. Never. Oh yeah, that's hard. That's hard. When someone you really care about passes, and yeah. Do you compare them to everyone you date? I like the sound of. Well, here's the thing, guys. It's what you have to do is you have to be vulnerable, and you have to tell the people the best and the worst part of you, whether you want to believe the best and worst part of you. Sometimes I underplay my abilities because I don't think I have them. He sees them. I don't. And I think I have the worst part. Sometimes I have the worst things. Like 5 years ago, I never would have said, I'm happy his mother has passed. That's just like, it never would have come out of my mouth. But the truth is, that's how I feel. And you know what? I told James that. I said, James, I know it's your mom and I know you love her, but I'm actually happy this happened because, oh my gosh, the life she was living was not very good, you know? And yes, it would have been nice if she had lived longer, but her quality of life was not the best. And, there was not much joy in it at all. It's just, so and we talk about that. We talk through our emotions, like, how do you feel about this? And he does not like talking through his emotions, So sometimes I have to do a lot of interpreting. So I'll say, James, is this how you're feeling? And sometimes one of the best things we ever did as a couple was read this book. And one of the things about how men and women communicate. So sometimes you're so busy thinking of a response or thinking of how you're freaking out inside, that you're not listening to the words. So sometimes this is what happens a lot. It's like, James, this is what I heard you say. Is this what you meant? Because sometimes it's not the same thing. What I'm hearing might not be exact the intention of what he goes, no, Jackie, why would I know? No, that's not what I meant at all. This is what I mean, and we'll talk through it. There is a lot of drama in our relationship. He was wonderful, but there was drama. Craig says, I tell Travis all the time to marry someone else after me. He says, nope. I said, yes, you will. You don't know how to take care of yourself. Well, a lot of people, lots and lots and lots of people who lose, end relationships, divorces, or lose a spouse end up remarried very quickly, because you're used to having a partner. It's both ways. It's hard to be in a couple. It's hard to be, and if you're used to being in a couple, it's very hard to be alone. I think it's easier to be alone if you're active and you're doing things and you've done it your whole life and you have a life and things. But sometimes couples rely on coupledom. They only have couple friends. They only do couple things. So when you lose one partner or you divorce and go into a whole different group of people, you've lost all your friends because they're friends with the spouse or the ex-spouse, or if you're widowed, you're no longer invited to the same events. And it's kind of the same things, like if you're single couples, or like couples without kids, or couples with kids. It's a whole different group of activities. How long have you been married, Jolie? Sorry for your loss, Katie. Dee says, when you are parental caretaker, there's relief after they pass. I know, been there, done that. Yes. There's sadness, there's grief, but there's also relief, and people don't talk about that. We met in 2003, been married since 2006. Jolie, only a year sooner than us. Katie says, thank you, Keith, he had a stroke in 2019, completely disabled him. My dad got really sick at the same time. Wow. Jolie says, I was married 14 years the first time before he switched teams. Katie, he lived with it for 4 years before he passed. Miss Jelly, I will haunt my husband if he remarries, pull his legs at night. Keith, Jolie, if you're like Caitlyn Jenner. No, I meant Kris Jenner. Yeah. Craig says, Linda, yes, I do everything. Yeah. He's the Craig is definitely the do everything. Katie, boyfriend and dad died 2 weeks. Wow, that's a lot on top of each other. Keith, are you still friends with your husband number one? Katie, that is awful. Truly cannot even imagine. Yeah, I can't. I can't. Losing someone you love is hard. I like to form long-term attachments to people, the same as my things. I still talk to some of our friends from elementary school. Mm, yeah. We still used to. I haven't recently because of a lot of stuff that's happened, but I'm one of those people. It's really hard for me to let go. It's really, really hard for me to give up on people. I'm very stubborn. That's that Capricorn in me, I guess, is that I find my flock and I stick to them, and I want them to be friends, and I want people to get along, and I don't like strife and conflict. I try really hard to um be as understanding as I can be, because I know everybody goes through stuff. Um, we all go through something. No one came, we might have come into this life bright, shiny, and new, but to get through life, you get a bit tarnished on the way. Hey, Jeanette. Whew. So, other than my huge box of things and my one fail and everything, I still can't believe it's only the 10th of January. I feel like I lived a year in 10 days. I am so thrilled to use this bag. Just to have this size bag, because I love a large big bag, and I love a boxy bag. You know how I love boxy bags. And I still have extreme yeah, you get baggage along the way in life, totally. My first two husbands are dead now, just saying. Oh, I'm sorry. Um Keith says I'm the same way. I count on two hands the amount of friends I have, but we're friends for 15 years. Yeah, it's like I talked to my friend Carol. We've been friends since the 7th grade. You know, we all went to lunch, or we had last Saturday. We all went to dinner, 5 o'clock dinner. Her sister was there. My sister was there. James and I, um, and Carol all looked at each other. And after we left and we didn't see each other. We left part ways. Like James and I went home, and I'm texting Carol. I said, "Carol, hey, let's get together in February without our sisters." Jenny and Diana were talking so much that Carol had to lean back so they could lean forward and talk to each other. The three of us we might as well not been there. And I said to James, I like it better when Carol's just with us, not with her sister, because her sister dominates a lot. Like my sister talks a lot, Diana talks a lot, so Carol and I always kind of faded into the background, and we became besties, and we talked. We are much, even though Jennifer made friends with Carol first, I'm the one that keeps Carol. We're still besties. She was my best, maid of honor, and we still talk all the time. And even if we don't see each other often, we still, when we get together, it's like we never left. We're still friends. We still like the same things, you know. Capricorn, great people. Yes, we flock together. Um, Tarnished and dragging around a lot of bags. Yes, the luggage, like suitcases. At least if I'm going to have baggage, it might be Louis Vuitton baggage. Same Jackie, met my best friend since 1976. Yeah. Phone needs charging. Good night, Linda P. How long have I been? Oh my Lord Jesus. We have been online for 2 hours. Oh, no wonder I'm tired. So let me put these bags away and keep talking a bit before we end up. So what's everybody doing this weekend? I'm actually going to see my friend Caitlin, and we are probably going to take the pugs with us to go visit Caitlin and our favorite shepherd friend, and we're going to go and just kind of chill, have dinner, hang out. We're all going on vacation together, Caitlin and us. So that's why we can't get out of our last. We can't change this vacation if we wanted to. Three of us are going. We all sharing a cabin. We didn't have insurance for it, so we're all gonna go. We're just gonna go. We are gonna go. We're gonna spend. James and I are gonna take 2 weeks. Oh, thank you, Craig. Thank you, 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 thank you. I already forgot. And oh my gosh, I haven't even told you about the debacle of my medication. Unfortunately, I lost my oldest friend in elementary school because she's after God and Jesus. She worshipped. Oh, okay. Yeah. Wait a minute. Your friendship ended because of politics? Dude, that's not cool. You know? Jackie, taking meds. I'm taking my meds right now. That's been the nightmare that I've been having with my insurance company. I don't know if I told you this. I may have told you this. We'll start again. My medical provider, I went to get my prescription filled, and I normally do it a week before I need it, but that's the week James's mother passed, and lots of things are happening. I mean, we spent a lot of time. There was New Year's. There was we were going to the hospital. There was a lot of drama, so I didn't get it filled the week leading up to the date I needed it. So I was 2 days behind schedule already with the medication I have to take for the rest of my life, and I get to the pharmacy thinking, okay, 2 days late is still okay. I'll be fine. I won't get the worst side effects. No, they can't fill it. My prescription expired. I'm like, how can it expire? I need this all the time. This is not something I can just not take. So they have to contact the doctor, right? So we go on field work, so we're gone. Like we can't even get back to the pharmacist. So on yesterday, we drive over to the pharmacist and we're like, hey, is my prescription ready? Because they didn't text me or anything. And they said, oh, well, we can't. Your doctor isn't your provider. You're not their patient. They rejected you or something. We're like, what? So we go talk to the doctor, and then we come back to the pharmacy, and like, no, it's all clear. The person is no longer employed there who does the, refills or whatever. So basically, we drove back there again this morning. Nothing had changed, even though the pharmacist had talked to the doctor's office. So basically, finally, they got everything straightened out. So I'm a week behind in this medication. That's a one week shot, one shot a week. Like I need to take it every week. It's a what's it called? Ozempic? No, Manjaro. So it's there to regulate my blood sugar. It does a lot of things. It has a half-life. So basically this past week I've had all the side effects of coming off of it. And next week when I take it tomorrow, I will have all the side effects of taking it. It's pretty ugly, to be honest. And it's just because my insurance company, not even the insurance this time, is my doctor's office, snafu, and because it's the beginning of the year and it had to be, I mean, just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Only in America, right? First convicted felon president. I know. I actually read that when I was at work, and I said, guys, you're not going to believe what happened. Well, he was, the trial went through, and he was sentenced, and there's just no punishment, which sets a precedent, y'all. It sets a precedent. So I'm like, well, there's that. So that was today also. I'm like, well, okay, we're moving on. Um, it's just like, yeah, yeah. America, 1930s Germany, Greg. But fortunately, yes, she started spewing hate on my Facebook post that came to a head. Wow. Wow. That's rough, Katie, to lose a friend, a longtime friend over that. Um, Wonder if he will try to change the name of the country too. It's all about branding. What would he want to call it? I like the United States of America. What's he gonna? What? Can you imagine? What he would try to do it, name it to. You know, I don't know. I'm just like fires, snowstorms, felons. You know, I'm just worried about my Craig. Yeah, losing friends over the election. Like I have a pretty much most people know which way I vote and most people know which way I am, but even though I was raised Republican, I'm not there anymore. And my twin is Republican, but and I have really conservative friends that are Republicans. I mean, I live in Texas. This state is red, y'all. It's hard to be the lone blue person hanging around with all these red people. And all the reds are just super happy. I'm like, okay, you know, I'm like, it's fine. We'll move on. It'll be fine. It's like, can't change it now, but I don't want to lose my friends over it, you know? So I don't talk about it too much. I just say, vote, you know, just vote. That's what I was thinking. Everyone has been brainwashed. They have, Miss Jelly. Well, he wanted the Gulf of America, Greenland, and Canada, and now we're losing England as an out. Wait, are we actually losing England as an ally? I hadn't heard that one yet. Um, that's one of our longest standing allies. Wow. Man, talk about pissing off people. Huh. Anyway, you know how people say you don't have to like the country or the politics, but the people are awesome? We're just going to go with that. Did I just lose the lid to my drink? I think I did. Where did I drop it? Oh, well. I used to be a Republican, but as I got older, I'm just more about healthcare. The healthcare system isn't working, and I just think everybody has a right to healthcare. I don't think that's just I don't know. There's a lot of things broken, but that one, the older I get, when I have friends who work as hard as they work and they can't afford health care, and they took the penalty because the penalty was cheaper than health care. We have a broken system. That's all there's to it. It's broken. I don't know how to fix it. I don't have the answers. All I know is that people should be able to get help with medical and not go bankrupt. Yeah. I drove my brother to switch parties too, Katie. Yeah. Good night, Craig. Good night. Oh yeah, it's nighttime, y'all. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for being members. Thank you for being friends and subscribers and viewers. There's a lot of people who watch who don't say anything. That's totally awesome. Um, I don't want to live in America when I get older. They're not really good with senior care here. Really, they're not. The society as a whole, we are not very good with our senior citizens. Yeah. Yeah. A roof over your head, food on the plate, healthcare, bare necessities. Good night, everybody. Um, I'll probably have a members live at some point this weekend. We'll see. And bye. See everybody Sunday.